One of the main reasons for studying Latin is its huge importance in etymology. 60% of English words come from Latin. Many words of Latin origin came into English in the 1066 invasion of England by the French-speaking Normans, and many others from the Renaissance. Understanding this etymology builds bridges between seemingly disparate words, such as available and value. Their common link is the Latin word valere, meaning to be strong or be worth. This descended into French as valior, whose past participle is value. Valior's present stem, val, was combined with ad to produce availen, literally meaning to have worth to someone else, or to be useful. Thus descended English avail and then available. Valere's present participle, valentim, becomes Latin valentia, meaning strength and capacity, which produced the name of the Latin saint Valentinus, who Valentine's Day is named after. Valere is also where we get vale, Latin for goodbye. Vale is the imperative of valere, so it literally means be strong. From vale comes valedictorian, a person who delivers the goodbye speech. Many common Latin words produce a great number of English derivatives. Case in point, sedere, to sit. It became Old French sege, meaning seat, which became siege, where an army sits down around the enemy. Stick ad in front to become assedere, past participle assessus, meaning to sit by. This was used to describe assistants who sat by judges, one of whose jobs was to fix taxes. So assess came to mean determining a value. A session is a period of sitting. To reside is to sit somewhere regularly. To preside is to sit before, as the president sits before their country. To obsess has evolved from meaning to besiege, to sit across from, as if in battle. Even more words come out of Latin legere, to read. A lecture used to be a book, and has since become the reading out of books. A legend is a story. To be legible is to be able to be read. However, legere originally meant to pick out, suggesting that the Romans considered reading and writing to be like picking out words. From this sense, we get collect, to gather together. To be diligent comes from being attentive, picking out words apart from each other. To elect is to pick out a candidate. Being eligible is being able to be selected. Being intelligent comes from choosing between several options. To neglect is to not care for or to not select. Even the word select has the root in it. More interesting, however, are how less common words transfer to English. One of my favorites is that nihil, Latin for nothing, derives nihilism, the belief in nothing. Ad and nihil combine to form Latin annihilare, past participle annihilatus, becoming annihilate, meaning to reduce to nothing. An amateur, someone who enjoys but does not practice, comes from Old French amior, a lover, which comes from Latin amator, agent noun of amatus, past participle of amare, to love. From amare, we also get the names Amy and Amanda. Ubiquity comes from modern Latin ubiquitas and Latin ubique, which is just ubi plus que, literally everywhere. Enemy actually comes from amicus, Latin for friend. It comes from Old French enemy, coming from Latin inimicus, which is in plus amicus. The Latin phrase litimagere, meaning to drive a lawsuit, becomes litigare, past participle litigatus, becoming litigate. In a surprising case, litter, trash outside on the ground, is a derivative of lectus, Latin for bed. Lectus became medieval Latin lectaria, still meaning bed, which became Old French litiere, a stretcher, becoming Anglo-French litere, a portable bed, becoming English litter, which at this point in time still had to do with beds. The key is that litter came to mean a bed made out of straw, so to litter, or to provide with bedding, developed the image of scattered straw, and this developed into the sense of scattered trash. One of the first words you may learn in Latin is ambulare, to walk, but it's not immediately clear how it relates to an ambulance. See, an ambulance used to be short for a walking hospital used in war, set up in pieces so as to be easily moved with the army. Then, ambulance came to mean the vehicle carrying the wounded from the field in the Crimean War, and eventually the ambulances we know today. One last derivative. The word derive itself comes from the Latin diurivo, meaning from the river. This paints etymology as the flow of words down a river that branches off in many directions, forming new words and new meanings as you travel downstream. In this way, etymology builds bridges between not only words in your own language, but in foreign languages too, helping you to communicate better.